Hi, my name is Oliver, and I just want to share with you guys a little bit about my friendship with Micah and the journey that we've been on in the last 10 years of our lives. I met Micah through a program in high school called The Links, and I was signing up for it at the time because I was looking for easy credit and something that didn't require a lot of work. Um, so when they approached me about it and asked me if I'd be interested in doing it, I said sure, no big deal as long as there's no homework. And I didn't realize that I was signing up for something that was truly going to change my life and impact me for quite some time. So anyway, I got to know Micah through this program, and the goal of the program was to socially bridge Micah into the high school classroom and kind of help him integrate with his peers and interact with them in their homework and in their group setting, and help Micah interact with the teachers as well. And we eventually started to hang out outside of the classroom. We would go to lunch together, and he would not let me drive him anywhere. I guess I was probably not a good driver, but he was probably right. I'm not that great of a driver, to be honest. But yeah, we would walk to lunch, and we would continue to get to know each other better outside of the classroom. And I remember the teachers approaching me and saying, you don't have to do this. Your role is only to be involved in the classroom. You don't have to feel like this is necessary to also go to lunch with Micah. But I kind of realized when I told them, Micah had become a friend. I realized that something was happening and something was blossoming, and that Micah and I had much in common. And at the time, we both loved watching sports and enjoyed watching the Red Wings win Stanley Cups, and also enjoyed the mutual suffering of being a Detroit Lions fan. But what we also didn't realize at the time is that we both had education in common, and we both really, really had a heart for watching people grow and learn and get new things in their mind and develop new ideas and make the connections click. And Micah was constantly teaching me things, and I think I was teaching Micah some things. But anyway, I went on to college, and Micah went on to OU, which I was just really proud of for him doing that and continuing his education and really pushing through to get that. And just the things that Micah was able to accomplish at OU in itself has truly, truly made a big impression on me, because Micah, I'm sure you guys all know, but Micah fought a battle to get into the dorms in his at college, and they initially did not want him to do that, and Micah had to really work hard and go through a lot of obstacles and legal issues to really make it work. And eventually, finally, probably is a better word to use, by the end of his college years, he was able to move into the dorms and have that experience of being included with his other college peers, which was just truly a remarkable push by Micah. And that's one of the things I love about Micah, is that Micah has, and this is something that Micah's taught me so much about, is about issues about justice and doing things that are right and standing up for what you believe in. Because Micah does all of those things: the civil rights issues, the pushes for humanity and freedom, and Micah will stand up and advocate for those things. And I've really been challenged to do that for myself. And also, I was a teacher for a few years, to really make a classroom that people are free and that people are included regardless of their social status, their race, their gender, whatever it is. I wanted to create an environment as a teacher that was very inclusive, and I learned that from Micah and his family. And it's not something that I created on my own. But yeah, it's things like that Micah's really done a great job of pushing me to see and opening my eyes up about. But perhaps one of the greatest things that Micah's taught me about, and I was talking to my wife about this the other day, is that 10 years later, after the long journey of being in college and Micah visiting me in Grand Rapids, and then Micah visiting me in Chicago, and then whenever I'd come back to Detroit to always connect with Micah when I was there, Micah has taught me a lot about friendship. And my wife and I were just thinking about this the other day, is that Micah's somebody who really cares about people. And as I've continued to get older and meet different people, is that people don't always care about everybody. And Micah, there's just not a bone in his body that just doesn't love people. He loves everyone he meets, and he seems to understand people real well too. I was talking to him the other day, and I had some things come up in my life, and I wasn't sure if Micah was really going to get it. And again, it's just me underestimating what Micah, who Micah is and what he can do. And Micah really got it. Micah got it better than any of my other friends. And that has happened time and time again, and I think it just goes to show that Micah is really truly an understanding person, and he cherishes friendship, and he's really intentional about making it work. And I've been thinking a lot about why are we still friends today, 10 years later. You just lose a lot of the friends that you have in high school. I can think of like 2 people maybe I stay in contact with. Why Micah and I? Why are we still today talking on the phone and connecting? And I can tell you right now that it's 90% Micah. Micah's really made a huge push, and he's so intentional about making phone calls, and I really appreciate it. But he's also challenged me to make those phone calls, to also be intentional, so that it's not just Micah calling me all the time, but it's also Oliver calling Micah, and Oliver checking in on how Micah's doing. And I think the biggest way Mike has influenced me and impacted me is through that. What is friendship? True friendship. And so I just look forward. I mean, these 10 years have been great, and I look forward to the next 10 years of what our life will bring, and the challenges that we're going to have to face, and the obstacles that will pop up. And I know that Mike is a phone call away. And I know that anything I need, I could call him and check in, and my wife feels the same way. So it's crazy to think that a simple program can be a springboard to something so rich and so deep that impacts multiple people and families. So thanks, Micah, and thanks to you all for listening, and I hope that you guys are able to do what it is you're dreaming about, be the change that you need to be. Thanks.